All right, so we are back in Illustrator for tutorial number 2. Something that I want you all to really realize that's powerful in Illustrator is that you can alter text. So here I've got some text that I've gone ahead and written in. You can see that it's text because it is highlightable, and it is editable. So maybe I can change this no comply to numbers only. All right. I can take that text, I can change the justification of it, so now it is lined up in the center, just like this. And I can now come in and make this text so that it is no longer editable on the keyboard as far as typing in new numbers, letters, symbols, or anything else like that. But I can actually convert this text over to an outline so that now it has anchor points that will become editable. So with your text selected, if you come up here to type, and you go down here to create outlines, and you click it, you'll see that your text changes just ever so slightly in appearance. It doesn't have the lines underneath it to signify that it's editable text, but now it's got all of the anchor points that are around the individual characters of the type. And if I come in and look at it, it's got a black fill over here. It's got no stroke on it. And it's got points that are editable. So something that I could do that I couldn't do if it were normal text would be to take the point of this M and drag it out here like this. Okay? Just like with, just like with any other bit of text, I can add anchor points. Or with any other outline, I can add anchor points. I can then edit those anchor points, pull them out into space, pull them down in this way. If I hit Shift-C on the keyboard to bring up the anchor point conversion tool, I can come in and create handles to create curves. And I can start to drastically change the overall look of this type. So I can come in and I can curve all of the anchor points on this M. Maybe I only want the top anchor points to remain. I don't think these anchor points are necessary here, so I'll go ahead and take those off of there. Come in and rework that right there. Got a couple more of those strange anchor points that are right here. It puts a few more anchor points in than absolutely necessary when it converts it over to outlines. So just playing around with it, just like this. Okay, so now we have this very, very strange looking M for members only, and it is now converted into outlines. If you go and you select one character, so if I select the O, it's going to select it all because when you convert it over to outlines, it's all grouped together. So Command Shift and G on the keyboard will ungroup everything, and then I can maybe just select this only and move it up so that it's a little bit closer, okay? Or maybe I could shift it so that it's completely off center. Now, just like these letters are now shapes, so just like with any shapes or any paths in Illustrator, I can switch it up so I can change the fill color here. Maybe I want the fill to be red, and then maybe I want to put some kind of, I don't know, let's go with a dark blue stroke on it, and maybe I want to change that stroke to about 4 point. So now I've got this text here that's got the red fill, the blue stroke, okay, and I've got editable points. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that once you have changed and converted the text over to the outlines, it is no longer editable. There's nothing that you can do from this point on as far as going in and recharactering the text unless you actually go and delete everything and rewrite it, or try to type in a new letter, convert it to outlines, and then replace it with something else, which is a little bit tedious. So make sure before you convert any text over to outlines that you know for certain that everything is spell checked or grammatically correct for whatever project you're working on. I hope you found this little bit of tutorial helpful, and we'll continue on in just a little bit with something else.